Every so often, a motion picture comes along that completely captures our attention by its ways of whisking us away to faraway worlds where we almost become another character, another person in a different time or place. And this week's film is one of those pictures for me, but did it achieve the coveted 5 stars? Well, we're going to take a look at 1988's Big in this week's MATsterpiece Theater.
I'm gonna miss you.
I miss you too.
You won't even remember me.
Yes, I will.
And that was a rather emotional scene from 1988's Big, starring Tom Hanks in a legendary role and a film that has received accolades. He was even accolades, many of them, including an Academy Award nomination for Best Actor in a Motion Picture in 1988. He lost out, sadly, the following year to Dustin Hoffman for his performance in the film Rain Man. But Big was directed expertly by Penny Marshall and scored by Howard Shore, a legendary composer who did his one of the finest works of his career in this film. One of them. He's done so many. But even everything that Penny Marshall touches, for example, there haven't been many, and sadly we lost her a few years back. And this was a talented filmmaker, guys. She directed films such as Awakenings and the early 90s baseball film, A League of Their Own. And I wish she would have gotten the opportunity to make more films because she has become one of my favorite female filmmakers of all time. But I digress. This movie, to speak on a practical level, it made me miss my mother. It made me give a call to my mother when it was over. It made me reminisce about my own childhood and memories with my brothers. It made me text my younger brother. This film did a lot to affect me, and I've only seen it 3 times in my life. Once as a child, once as a young man in my 20s, and now that I'm over 40, I decided to rewatch it. And every time I have, it's elicited a different response within me, guys. I appreciated some of the pop culture references within it as a child when I saw it as a child because I could relate to them. I grew up in that time period. As a young man, I related to different things about it. But really, right now, and seeing it last week for the first time in many years, I appreciated just how wonderful this film is put together, acted, scored, and directed. It's just remarkable in every way, and I came very close to making this and giving this the highest rank I could and the highest rating I could, but I didn't do that, guys. I went ahead and rated Big as a motion picture 4.5 stars. And the only gripe I have about this film is the kind of far out there premise that it has, the ridiculous notion of its premise. And even that, some would argue, is a strength of its film. Essentially, a young 12-year-old child, Josh Baskins, played by a younger actor at first, wishes to be a grown-up, wishes to be big. And of course, we've all been there. And when we're children, we wish to be adults. And time passes or seems to pass very slowly. And as adults, we think about those younger days and we wish we could go back. And this film elicits those kinds of thoughts from us. And it elicits strong emotion. For me, it did anyway. And if films are supposed to do that, Big did its job by orders of magnitude. It made me relive the magic of my youth and think about the future. I don't know if the film was intending to do that. It's billed as a comedy, but I classify Big more as a dramatic fantasy, and the dramatic moments are in there, as you can see from our initial clip here, are very strong. Howard Shore does his job very well. The music pushes the emotional resonance. The brilliant directing of Penny Marshall and the fabulous performances, the nuances and the facial responses, specifically Tom Hanks, in a very underestimated performance of his legendary career. He did so much in making me believe that he was truly a child trapped in this adult's body. Just the way he raises and lowers his brow, the innocence he portrays in his face and his mannerisms. Um, this film, I can't sing enough praises about it. If it's due only to the ridiculous nature of its premise, is the only fault to be found in the film. It goes just shy of perfection, guys, for me, and it almost made 5 stars, but it did not. It is 4.5. But I won't argue with you if you place Big at a 5-star rating. I really won't. I highly recommend it. It's clean, wholesome fun for the entire family. There are some genuine laughs in here in this picture, but again, there's surprisingly some in-depth emotional resonance. When he says, "I miss my family. I just want to go home," he reminds me of a child when he did this stuff, and when he made this performance. And Tom Hanks, throughout his entire career, has given us some really warm, wonderful performances. I'm not going to say Tom Hanks is a great character actor, because I don't think he could play an effective protagonist, an effective villain, very well. He's such a likable uh, character when he does portray anyone. I'm not Road to Perdition. He wasn't really a bad guy. Any films he's done, he's not really. You like him too much, and I don't understand some personal hate that he gets. But either way, even if he does say some foolish things and he's garnered some kind of personal hate in real life, the man is so likable on screen, and he's still doing it today. And It's a Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood, which was the Fred Rogers biopic released just a couple years back. I thought that was a wonderful film that I saw for the first time this year. And throughout his career, not just as an actor, but as a filmmaker in general. He was an executive producer on the miniseries by HBO, John Adams, that I loved very much. He's been a very effective director, and I believe he directed the film That Thing You Do, a film that Howard Shore also composed. But I digress. Guys, watch Big. This is a fantastic movie. By the way, guys, I appreciate all your support, both here and on Letterboxd. You can follow me on X. Follow me over there. Give us a like. Let me know down below what you thought of this film. We're going to be back next week with another review. God bless you guys, and until then, the balcony is closed.